Welcome to risk management, the single most important thing you need to know as a trader. So here are the core principles that we're going to be going over. Risk management allows you to preserve your capital so you can stay in the game. It allows you to control your position size. It allows you to set your loss limits, your maximum loss limit, and every trade carries risk, so you must plan for failure. And then there's this rule called the 1% rule that I'll show you later. All right, so first, capital preservation. You need money to stay in the game, right? Because there's no next trade if you risk too much on one single trade. So this allows you to avoid big losses because one large loss can set you back months or years. That's not how traders work. That's called gambling. And survival is first. Trading is a long game. Capital gives you time and opportunity, and without it, you're out of the market entirely. So, position sizing. Risk management allows you, like I said before, to position size correctly so you have a fixed loss limit. So, it essentially directly controls how fast your account grows or crashes. You're either going to compound positively or compound negatively. And we got avoiding overexposure and then consistent wins. That's how you grow and compound your portfolio, right? You consistently win profitably, right? So, loss limit. You have to accept that you're going to lose because markets are unpredictable. There's no predicting in markets, there's only probabilities. And this allows you to control how much you're willing to lose every single trade because you are going to lose. So you get predefined limits before entering the trade, and it prevents emotional damage. This is the biggest thing that risk management does, or one of the biggest things. They're all very important because, we don't like losing. But when you know losing is a part of the game, you're going to accept all the losses. And I will show you how much I actually lose as a profitable trader. And I'm still profitable. So we're going on to the 1% rule now. What is it? It's where you never risk more than 1% of your entire portfolio in a single trade. So you can lose multiple times in a row and compound positively still. And yeah, it's only for the proven concepts, proven strategies that are profitable. That's why backtesting is so important, as I've mentioned in previous videos. And then you can scale with caution. So you can essentially, if you're a profitable trader at 1%, and you can understand that maybe you could risk 1.5 now, maybe 2, but that's after, you're proven profitable with 1%. So you need a positive risk reward ratio. It's all about how much you risk versus the reward, right? And you can't be making trades where you're only going to make 0.5% when you risk 1% because in long term, if you're losing 1 and you're gaining 0.5, you could have a 50% win rate, but you're still going to draw down to 0 eventually. So you need at least a 1 to 2, but obviously higher than 1 to 1 is what will compound your portfolio exponentially, essentially. And yeah, avoid the negative expectancy. So you don't want to risk 1 for 0.7, 0.8. And sometimes you might not even want to risk 1 for 1 because if that system is low win rate, which highly profitable systems are low win rate, you're not going to be wanting to risk 1 for 1 even. And you need to aim for the balance, like I just said. 1 to 2, 1 to 3, at least above 1 to 1, This way your wins can compensate for the inevitable losses. So this is my actual, since the beginning, January over here, since this year, this is my actual live trades that I've been taking with $10 risk, and I'm scaling up to my 1%, okay? So right now I'm at about $17 risk, and you can see over here, this is the most important thing, your R, right? Right here, okay? So you need to know, or you need to understand that you'll have loss streaks. Look at this loss streak. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 losses in a row, right? Not all 1R because I got some early invalidation signs on some of my systems, right? But taking 7 losses in a row is going to destroy you, absolutely annihilate you. You're not going to be able to take another trade. But because I know exactly, I have a expectancy of how much I'm going to win versus losing, and I'm risking 1%, I can, or not 1% right now, but 1R, I can take multiple losses in a row. And even at 1%, I could still take this and get 6 right here, 5 right here almost, 1 right here, you know? And this is what a real trader looks like. This is how you log your trades and everything. And then we have my win and loss percentage, my wins, my losses, my P&L, and my total R. So of this year, I'm up 5R. I still have an open trade that I haven't closed yet, so it's a little bit higher essentially because I'm still in an open trade that is in profits, and I will make a video on my open trades. But you can see here, look at this. 71% of the time I'm wrong, and 28% of the time I'm right, and I still make money. This is how a real trader is essentially. This is what it looks like. You win, you lose a lot, but then you win a lot more essentially. You win more money. My professor said, "Do you want to be right or do you want to make money?" That's what it means to be a trader. You want to make money, right? And this is what it looks like in real life. So, yeah, that's risk management. And I learned all of this, of course, in the real world, in boot camp, from my professor, which is a multimillionaire, 10 years in the market, been trading for 10 years, like I just said. And now he's teaching me and everybody else in the real world. And if you want to learn these concepts and exactly how I became profitable, and obviously I still have more to improve in the future. I haven't made it. I haven't broken the matrix, guys, but like, you know, I've seen results because previously, a couple of years ago, I was just a gambler. I was not even tracking my trades. I had no stop loss. I was completely unprofitable, just gambling all my money. And yeah, this is what it looks like to be a profitable trader, essentially. You know, and obviously you could be way better than me, and you can be way worse than me, especially for gambling and not tracking anything. So yeah, if you want to learn this, join the real world. This is that's the only thing you need to do to become a profitable trader is to join the real world and follow boot camp and understand that it's a long-term game. You're not just going to come in and 2 months later you're a profitable trader printing millions, you know. Unless you're really like that. But that's going to do it for this video. Subscribe, leave a comment, tell me, are you guys even profitable? And join the real world. That's all I got to say. GM, peace out.